today we are on page 9, exercise 6. Please raise your hand if you can tell me what key are we in today, Miss Hannah? G. Very good. We're in the key of G. Okay, so altos. Again, let me ask you again. We're in the key of G. So what are you going to start on? Me. Very good. Okay, and sopranos, what are you going to start on? So. Very good. So here we go. Chanting our way through. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Chanting. Ready? Go. Do, do. Good. Measure 3, because everybody kind of had a little bit of a brain fart on measure 3. Okay, sopranos, your part is what in measure 3? It starts on me. Look at it. Me, then what? Do, then what? So, then what? Hi, so, right? Me, do, so, back up to so, which is the same note that you started on, so you just got to remember what that sounds like. That first note, okay? You can do that. And then altos, you have what? In measure 3, you have do, so, and then what? Hi, so. And guess what? Y'all are singing in unison on that note, so that's going to help, okay? And here's what I love that y'all just did. You went so, and you bent your knees. I love that that's your habit because that's going to help you with that low so, okay? Excellent. Now, we're going to start adding something to our sight reading called audiating. Raise your hand if you can tell me what it means to audiate. Yes, ma'am, Alexis. To sing it in your head. Shh. Now, do you sing things in your head all the time? Yes. Yeah, everybody knows how to do that, right? You get a song stuck in your head, you can't get it out, and it's constantly playing in your mind. Okay, that's what we're going to be doing, except instead of it being like a song off the radio, it's our sight reading. We're going to be singing it in our mind. So here's what's going to happen. During our 6 minutes of practice time at UIL, I can play the broken chord for you during that practice period. I'm not going to play the entire broken chord for you. I'm just going to play do. And the reason that I do that is because the broken chord is always kind of our signal that we're going to start singing for the judges, and I don't want anyone to accidentally sing and disqualify us during our practice time, okay? So during our practice time, after we've chanted our way through, I will go over to the piano and I will play just do. Then we will audiate, sing in our mind, the broken chord. Then we will audiate our starting pitches. And we'll use the broken chord to locate our starting pitches, okay? Then I will count you off, and we will sing it in our minds. Now, here's the thing. During sight reading for a while, I'm going to be wearing my face shield, okay? And the reason is because I think it's important that I can kind of communicate with you on solfege syllables and stuff like that while we're sight reading. But also because I want you to get in the habit of audiating in the most effective way possible. And the way that we do this is by not just hearing it in our minds, the notes, but we're going to mouth the solfege syllables with our mouth. We're also going to do this thing called, we're going to breathe through the note, where we're going to push air through our vocal cords. We're just not going to phonate. We're not going to make any sound. Yes, ma'am?
So at UIL, will you be able to talk, or are we just going to have to,
Will I be able to what?
Talk,
Yes. I'll be able to talk during our practice time. Yes. But when they call time, nobody can talk, not even me. Okay? Good question. Okay, so you're going to move your mouth. You're going to have the air flowing over your vocal cords. We're just not making contact with our vocal cords and actually phonating. So it's going to be like this. Look at me while I audiate. I'm going to audiate the soprano line, okay? So here's how it's going to be. Could you hear the air, the breath coming through? The reason that I want you to do that is because as that breath is going through, guess what's actually happening in this mechanism here? Can anybody guess? What? What? It's doing the same thing as if you were singing. And so you're actually moving all of those muscles just the same way. So you're going to actually kind of feel what it's going to be like when you sing it. Is this a big advantage? Absolutely. Okay, you just have to be really careful not to push too much air through so that you actually wind up singing. Okay? But the reason that we want that breath flowing through is because then your muscles are engaging. They're actually moving the way they're going to move while you're singing. Okay? So it's a really cool thing that you can do that's as close to singing as we can possibly make it without actually singing. The other thing that I can kind of equate this to is if you play an instrument, fingering your way through all of the music, right? So if you play a woodwind instrument, you can finger your way through. If you play an orchestral instrument, you can do the same thing. You're just not going to bow, right? And make noise, right? It's the same, or if you're on the piano, you can move your hands around on the keys, but you're not pushing the keys down to make noise, okay? It's the exact same idea. It's all that musculature moving, but we're not actually singing it. Okay, so this is a really important addition, and it sounds weird when we do it, but I want you to do it anyway. Okay. So are we ready to audiate?
Sure.
Here we go. We're going to audiate the broken chord, audiate our starting pitches. That's do. Ready? Don't sing. You'll disqualify us. Okay? Okay? All right, here we go. Ready? Audiating the broken chord, not singing out loud, audiating. Now, after we're done chanting, we'll audiate. And after we're done audiating, we may have a couple of minutes left at the end of our sight reading that I can point out some tricky spots and things for you to look out for. But that's going to take up almost all of our practice time, okay? Those two things, because our sight reading is going to be about 24 measures long. So it's going to be a sizable amount of music for us to go through, okay? After our time is up, they're going to yell, "Time!" Why are they going to yell it so loud?
So we can hear them properly.
So that there is no way that we can say, "Oh, I didn't know my time was over. That's why we kept going." They're going to yell it really loud so that there's no excuse for you to not hear it. Okay? So they're going to just be ready for it. It's kind of alarming, but if you know it's coming, it's less alarming. And sometimes it kind of makes you laugh because it's so loud, but just know it's coming, okay? When they call time, nobody can talk. I can't speak, you can't speak. So just know, when they call time, I'm going to do this with my mouth to remind myself to shut up, okay? I'm going to do that with my mouth, and I'm going to walk straight over to the piano. When they call time, just know, you flip your music back to the beginning, because we're going to have page turns involved. You flip your music back to the beginning, because we don't have any more practice time. We're going to start singing the broken chord and singing the exercise. Okay, so as soon as they call time, everybody stops. I'm going to close my mouth and walk over to the piano. You're going to close your mouth, turn your music back to the beginning. Okay? Yes, ma'am.
So what happens if somebody does talk and you do get disqualified?
It's a no. They don't tell you that you're disqualified until the end. They let you go through the whole process. Okay?
Miss Raven, why can't you talk?
Huh?
Like, why can't you talk?
It's just against the rules. Your time, you have 6 minutes to practice. When that time is up, it's up. Period. right? That's the only fair way to do it, right? Nobody gets extra time, not even a second. So as soon as time is called, nobody gets to talk anymore, okay? So, time is called. Time. Okay, altos, we got some major work to do, okay? So, sopranos, I'm very proud of you. The one measure that we had issues with was measure 3, so I want you to look at that with me real quick. Measure 3 to 4, where we had that octave skip, right? So audiate with me, please. Audiate with me. Follow my hand signs. Look, you gotta look at me, okay? Ready? And this is why it's really hard that we don't have risers and stuff, because it makes it hard for everyone to do. So get where you can, okay? Ready? Follow my hand signs. Now we're audiating, right? Can you hear that now? Okay? All right, and altos. The first place that we had issues with was on that first low so. Okay, so audiate with me. Ready? Follow my hand signs. Follow my hand signs. You're going to sing what you see on my hand signs. Okay, ready? Okay, do you hear that now? Okay, everybody ready? Let's start at the beginning again. Ready? Now sopranos, that mi, so. Ready, go. Stop, we're going to get that measure correct. We're going to do it. Okay? So yeah, re, mi, fa, mi, it's the do that you're missing. That you're missing. Okay? So do it again. Mi,